Hello everybody. In this Swift iOS tutorial, we're going to go over how you can create an app that will flip a coin. This is what the app will look like. Here we have a flip coin button. Here we have our coin. And here we have some text that gives the outcome of the coin flip. So let's go ahead and flip this coin a few times. Okay, so you can see we get our coin flip with some animation. Let's create a new project and build this app from scratch. We want iOS single view app. Next, go ahead and give your project a name. Choose where you would like to save your project and create. Let's go to our storyboard. So there's three things we want to add to this storyboard: a button, an image view, and a text label. Next, let's make the text for the label and the button a little bit bigger. And let's go ahead and center the label. For the text for the button, let's type flip coin. Next, let's go ahead and hook up our button, our image view, and our label to our code. Click on Label, hold down Control, and drag over. Let's call this Coin Label, and we'll leave it as an outlet of type UI Label. Let's hook up our image view. Connect. And let's hook up our flip coin button. This will be an action. We'll call this flip coin button. Connect. When we tap the flip coin button, we want to create an animation using the image view that makes it look like the coin is being flipped. And to do that, we're going to use a series of images that we have here. And at the end, we'll go over one way that you can create these images that makes it look like a coin is being flipped. So here's the images, and as you scroll through them, you'll notice that it looks like the coin is moving. So we want to drag all of these images into our Assets folder. So we have selected all the images. Now let's drag them over. The next thing we want to do is to create a function that will allow us to simulate the random flipping of a coin. And before we do that, we need to add two more images to our Assets folder. One for the heads of the coin and one for the tails. Here we have our flip coin function. We have created an array with two options, 1 and 2. The 1 will be equivalent to the coin turning up heads. The 2 will be equivalent to the coin turning up tails. To get a random choice from this array, we use coins.randomElement. We use an optional if-let and assign that random choice to the variable coin. Then we use two ternary operators for the text label and the image view. So basically, if the random choice is 1, we assign heads to the coinLabel.text. Otherwise, or if it's 2, assign tails. And we did the same thing for the image view. So for the image view, if it's 1, we're going to assign the coin heads image to the image view.image. If it's 2, we're going to assign the coin tails image to the image view.image. The next thing we're going to do is to create an array to hold the names for our images so that the code can access those images and assign it to the image view outlet. And then when we create our animation, it can cycle through those images, making it look like the coin is animated and flipping. We've created our array named CoinImagesArray of type UIImage, and this is an empty array. So now we need to create a function that will fill this array with all of the proper names. And you'll notice that the image names for our coins is coin1 all the way through 76. Okay, so we created our function, createCoinImagesArray. It will take two arguments, the count, or the number of images, and then the name for each image. We're going to use a loop to loop through as many times as needed for each image. Then we create a variable named imageName. We use UIImageNamed. We're going to use string interpolation, which will create the name with the number. So for example, here it says coin1. So that will be the name plus the number using our for loop. Then, to assign those names to our array here, we reference the array.append image name. And in this case, we've gone ahead and force unwrapped. If you wanted to, you could use an if-let or something similar, so you did not have to force unwrap. Alright, we still have more to do. However, let's go ahead and try and test this and see what we get so far. So what we need to do is to take our flipCoin function and put it in our IBAction button, so that when we press the button, we can flip the coin. However, we won't have the animation yet. Let's go ahead and run it. Let's go ahead and tap the flip coin button. So for our first flip, we get heads. Now you'll notice when we tap this button, we're going to do this several more times, nothing seems to happen. But what's actually happening is when you have truly random choices, you will get several of the same choice in a row. So let's go ahead and test this out. So you can see we got several heads in a row and then a tails. Okay, so it's working so far. Now we need to go ahead and add in the animation effect. Let's go ahead and delete this for now. And here, let's go ahead and put in our animation function. We've given this function the name flipCoinImages. It will take two arguments, imageView of type UIImageView and images of type UIImage as an array. Then we're going to use our imageView dot animation images and assign our images. The duration will be 1 second, and that will be 1 second to complete the full animation. And you can change that if you'd like to make it faster or slower. We'll set the animation repeat count to 1, and to start animating, we'll use imageView.startAnimating. Okay, before we do anything else, let's make sure that this array has all of the image names that it needs. And we'll do that in the viewDidLoad. So if you recall, in our assets folder, we had 76 images with the name of coin without the number. And our createCoinImagesArray function will go ahead and put in that number for us. Now let's go ahead and put this function inside our IBAction button. For the image view, we're going to use our image view outlet. And for the images, we're going to use this array. And remember, we added all of the names to that array here. Let's go ahead and run this and see what we get. Okay, so you can see the coin is flipping. However, it's not landing on heads or tails, and the label's not working. So that means we need to add back our flip coin method. And one way we can do that is to put a small delay on the execution of that function. We're going to use dispatchQ.main label.async after. For the deadline, let's use now plus 1.05 seconds. And for the execute, let's use our closure, and we have to put in self. Now we'll put in our flip coin method. Let's go ahead and test it out. Now, one thing you'll notice when we first pull this app up, there's no coin showing. So we can fix that. Let's go ahead and click the button. You can see you get the animation effect, and then you get the random landing of heads or tails with the correct label. However, you'll notice there's a few more things we need to fix. So let's tap the button a few more times. Notice that there's a slight delay in the changing of the coin and the label, and we'll go over how to fix that. But for the most part, other than that, everything seems to be working. Now, to get the label to reset properly in the view did load, let's go ahead and put in coinlabel.text, and we'll put in an empty string. Also, when the app first pulls up, let's go ahead and put in one of the sides of the coin. And in the IB action flip coin button here, let's go ahead and reset the label and the image so we don't get that delayed effect. Now let's go ahead and test it out. Okay, so you can see we get the coin. Currently, the label is blank. Now let's flip the coin. And you can see we get heads with the label of heads. Let's go ahead and tap the button a few more times. Everything is working, we're good to go. Another thing you might also notice is that when we're flipping the coin, you don't really see the heads or the tails in the animation. And that's something you could try to add if you wanted to. However, it is a little bit tricky. Now next, we're going to go over how you can create your images that go into your assets folder for the animation. So here we are in PowerPoint, and the first thing that we did is we went to Design, and we changed our slides to a custom and reset the size to be a 4x4 so that it does not distort your image. You really could make that anything you wanted. However, you just want to try and make sure you don't make this a size that will distort the image once it is loaded onto the iOS device screen. Then, if you go to Insert, you can insert a shape. In this case, we just inserted a circle. Then, if you click on your shape and right-click and go to Format Shape, you can add different types of effects. So, for example, you could add a gradient, or you could add a bevel. And that will help with the 3D effect. As you'll notice, when we scroll through these images, it creates the effect that the coin is flipping through the air. To get snapshots of those images at different angles, what you can do is click on the image, go to Format Shape, then go to Effects, and go to 3D Rotation. And then here for the Y rotation, you can move that image. And as you're rotating that image, you can copy it and paste it as many times as you need to get the effect that you're looking for. Then, once you have all the images that you want, you can go to File, Export, and choose your file format. In this case, we used PNG. Then you can save that and pull those images into your iOS project. Okay? That's all we have for this tutorial. Join us again next time.